Cupra Leon is a different sort of hot hatch, very different in the case of this PHEV e-hybrid version. This is an unusual confection, but it deserves serious consideration from anyone prioritising performance with efficiency and wanting something just a little different in this segment.
This Cupra may have a socially responsible powertrain, but it still wants to be a hot hatch. Like other more conventional Cupra Leons, this one gets sport suspension, which is lowered by 25mm at the front and 20mm at the rear, and a set of drive modes, Comfort, Sport and Cupra, the latter for those red mist moments. Under the bonnet, it's just as in a Golf GTE, which means a 150 PS, 1.4 litre TSI petrol engine mated to a 6-speed DSG auto gearbox and an 85 kilowatt electric motor powered by a 13 kilowatt hour lithium-ion battery. That has a WLTP rated all-electric driving range of 34 miles, which of course you won't get anywhere near if you explore the quoted all-electric top speed of 80 miles an hour or start trying to throw the thing around too much. An extra curb weight addition of up to 60 kilos over a conventionally engined Cupra Leon discourages you from doing that rather anyway. There's 400 Newton meters of torque on tap, and that facilitates a 0 to 60 miles an hour time of 6.7 seconds, 7 for the estate, en route to 140 mph flat out. Sensible family motoring has never been quite so much fun as this. Apart from an extra charging flap on the near side front wing, there are no significant visual changes differentiating this e-hybrid variant from other Cupra Leons. So, like its showroom stablemates, this car looks really gym-toned in both its two offered body shapes. There's a 5-door hatch and an estate. All the core things here at the front are pretty much standard Leon, the long creased bonnet and the trapezoidal grille with its flanking LED headlights, but everything seems more dynamic and different. That grille has a dark chrome frame and it's embellished by a bold Cupra logo, and the required overtaking presence, well, that's delivered by larger air intakes and a large front splitter. The rear makes its own statement too, with two copper-coloured dual exhausts embedded on each side of this unique diffuser. Inside, you're treated to sports bucket seats, a leather-stitched Cupra steering wheel and silver Cupra Sports pedals. And the copper-coloured theme continues too, most notably with the trimming around these prominent air vents, but also with the stitching that you get on the door handles and on the wheel. You also get a 10.25-inch interactive digital driver display to replace the conventional binnacle dials. And as with other Leons, there's a large central 10-inch infotainment touchscreen here, which reduces the button count. Plus, there's the very compact Porsche-style shift-by-wire shifter for the standard DSG auto gearbox. In the back, we're a bit disappointed that the height of this central transmission tunnel makes it so difficult for middle seat passengers to be comfortably accommodated. Two people should be quite happy though, and they'll benefit from this fold down central armrest with its twin cup holders, and from the 3-zone climate control, which gives you the separate controls for these twin central vents. As usual with a PHEV, you'll have to accept a little less boot space, which here falls from 380 litres in a normal Cupra Leon to just 270 in this hatch model. It's 470 in the alternative estate. The combined range of the petrol and electric motor is around 660 miles, and the electrified version of this Cupra will charge much quicker than a full EV. Charging a PHEV Cupra Leon from a domestic socket would take around 5 hours, but using a garage wall box you'll be able to reduce your charging time period to around 3.5 hours instead. Bear in mind that only a single Mode 3 charging cable is included as standard though. The quoted WLTP combined cycle fuel returns for a Cupra Leon e-hybrid hatch model is up to 217.3 mpg. For the estate e-hybrid variant, it's up to 201.8 mpg, and the CO2 reading, which will see your BIK tax payments rated at just 11%, is an impressive 30 grams per kilometre. That 30 grams per kilometre figure is for the hatch. For the estate, it's 31 grams per kilometre. Family folk who have dismissed the idea of a hot hatch on the basis of inefficient running costs might well like what Cupra is serving up here. Being able to conduct nearly all your commuting duties under battery power and then being able to let rip on the back road home under petrol power is an enticing combination of virtues, particularly when it's packaged up like this, in a Leon like no other.